Now, I know from Reddit that the average gun owner is a master AR builder that knows more than Stoner himself, but I think they might be just high or something over there.
Wanna get high?
But what if we're not master builders? What if we don't have the tools? What if, bear with me, we haven't spent months or years understanding the minutia of coatings and metals and metallurgy and pins and springs? What if we don't know what makes rifles accurate or durable? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Here's a secret. We don't have to know. There's companies out there that do all that research for us. But that knowledge and experience comes with a price, and if I have to use my rifle, I want the best chance that I have, and I'm willing to pay for it. Now stick around to the end and I'll give you a hack on saving some money on the good stuff. This is the GWOT Doc from Mitchell Defense, a company that I found last year. And honestly, I've been harder on this rifle than most that I review because I really wanted to see what sets it apart. They're marketed for hard use, so...
Like your mom.
Over a period of 8 months, this rifle has taken 3,500 loads.
Like your mom.
3,500 rounds.
Ready to fight, Mitchell Defense GWOT. It's out of sight. AR-15, the gun of the hour. Ripping through the chaos with ultimate power. Bulletproof steel, no one's gonna mess from the streets to the wilderness. Keeping my guard up, ain't no doubt. With Mitchell Defense, I got the clouds.
Now, I'm a big fan of high points, not because they're great or the best, but because the price makes them attainable for everyone.
Like your mom.
Now, price should never outweigh availability, and when someone can afford better, they should get it.
Like your mom.
Come on! Will a $400 rifle work? Sure, but we're talking about an instrument of defense. I want the best chance of survival in a situation where I would need to use this. I constantly break and upgrade equipment as I learn what works and what doesn't. Cheap prices means cheap parts, mass production, and less attention to detail. It's why I try not to fly on Boeing jets. Okay, let's talk hard use. The billet.
Like your mom.
Come on! The billet receivers feel like they're one piece. There's no wiggle at all. On top of the receivers, they hardcoat anodize and then lay on Elite Series Cerakote for massive durability and to decrease friction. I've been told that lots of companies cheap out there and don't do the hardcoat anodize. Now, under night vision, it looks fine and doesn't glow like all your Discord friends. They're feds. They're trying to radicalize you. Stay strong, King. Now, some folks don't like the satin finish, but I like mine fine and the payoffs are worth it. The heart of this rifle is their bolt carrier group. It's precision ground after being machined to maintain consistency. They use armor lube coating, which almost eliminates friction with the E-Series Cerakote on the uppers and the lower. The gas rings are SP4 nitrided for reliability and heat protection, but who's ever heard of treating the gas rings? Who does that? And finally, the gas key is not only sealed between the two, but staked and uses special screws for additional durability. I'm told the goal there is to prevent gas leak, and honestly, the attention to detail is mind-blowing. In all the rounds I've shot, with every ammo I could find, I haven't had one failure. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I created my own camouflage called Camerado, and I have a ton of cool gear. I'm wearing it all over this video and even right now. It looks cool, and with several unique colorways, it works everywhere. Love it if you checked it out, camerado.com, and use coupon code DFYT to save money. Now back to the other guy. So great, the rifle's durable, awesome. How does it shoot? Well, my tests show that it's probably the most accurate AR that I own. I spent an entire range trip just shooting groups and the results were all sub-MOA, meaning less than 1 inch at 100 yards. My best group was 0.791 inches, which is probably smaller than your chance of ever landing a hot woman. That was mean, I'm sorry, it's really mean. And really, those group sizes are probably just the limit of my ability in windy conditions, and the sun was in my eyes, and I also did forget about Coriolis, but a while ago, my ballistic calculator got sanctioned by the US government. And really, I just had a rough day. They put onions on my cheeseburger. Enough! I've had it out to 500 yards and I have zero complaints. In fact, that's not even a test I normally do with ARs, but I guess I need to add it now. Side note, with today's manufacturing capabilities, accuracy should be the main focus. Guns should not be 2 and 3 and 4 MOA from the factory. Stop accepting crap. Now, I reached out to my friend John Patton from the Gun Collective to get his opinion.
It's bullshit that anybody accepts a rifle that's more than $1,000 shooting 2 to 3 MOA. I think that we should all reject this battle rifle accuracy standard and say it has to be 1 MOA or better out of an AR-15 or it's trash.
Yeah, I agree, but are you okay, bro? Is just as good enough? Start a fight in the comments. With a mid-length gas system on the 16-inch 1 and 8 twist Wildy barrel.
My friend Wildy's coming. He'll help out. Who's with it? Oh, you'll see.
And a buffer system that drains water and gas through holes that they put in it, with a cryo-treated flat buffer spring that gets rid of the sproing and increases forward pressure. There's just really a huge amount of thought put into something that I think most of us take for granted. It's got a very smooth recoil impulse while pushing the BCG through all the muck that shooting suppressed generates. The barrel is thermal fit, meaning that to fit the barrel extension in the upper, you have to heat the receiver up to like Celsius, Fahrenheit, 9. And then once the material expands, you insert the barrel, and when it cools down, they're just like inseparable and they work together like the A-team. I don't really know what any of that means, but I'm told that it's like really good.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
But really what it means is that it's very accurate. The non-adjustable gas block has screws, but it's also pinned for added OCD. It comes with an A2 muzzle device, and at first I was like, seems like a weird choice, but as pointed out to me, they're actually really effective. They are. They're really inexpensive. They are. So you can use it, or you can replace it with whatever you want to put on, suppressor-wise or muzzle device or whatever. We all have very strong opinions about that. Now, I immediately suppressed mine, and it ejects at about 2 o'clock consistently when shooting suppressed. I don't recall a time whenever I got gas to the face, and remember the reduced gas leakage that I mentioned earlier? So bonus points there. The trigger is a Geisel, and I don't care enough to say it right. And well, they're just really nice triggers, honestly. Lefties are not left out. Get it? It has a Radian ambi safety and an ambi bolt release. Keep in mind that it releases the bolt on the right, but you can't lock it back there. It does have a Radian charging handle, which are my preferred these days. The mag release is standard, as most ambi systems have the habit of accidentally being pressed when slung with plates or packs or bino packs or any of that stuff. It has a subtle flared mag well that helps with consistent reloads. The grip and the stock are B5 systems, which I've really come to like, and overall the rifle weighs about 6.3 pounds stock, which is great. I did, however, immediately double the weight with accessories. And you know what they say, if pounds equal pain. And with my body, it must be agony.
Help me.
Shut up. Here's how I set mine up. Starting at the muzzle, I put a KGM Technologies R556 suppressor. Been performing beautifully, good tone, takes the bite out without too much weight. I wrapped a Caveman LLC flare thermal indicator on the can. I put a Cloud Defensive Rain with their new dual switch far forward on the handguard, and these are seriously great. I've been using them for years. Very durable, very bright, very awesome. Added some more small accessories and an MDT ARCA segment at the front. Now, since the rifle is so accurate, I want to be able to sling it or throw it on a bipod or a tripod very easily. It's got a Patriot CNC hand stop and M-Lock covers for grip and drip. I finished it off with the Flatline Fiberco sling, and finally the brand new Swamp Fox Optics Warhorse 1:6 first focal plane LPVO for a bit of flexibility. Mitchell Defense is a vet-owned company out of Pennsylvania, and the rifles and parts are made in the US. The warranty is pretty much the best out there. There's no lawyer speak. If it breaks, they fix it, even for wear items. That's unheard of. It says, and I quote, "You lose your rifle in a fire, I got you. You use it as a pry bar, I got you. You soon-to-be ex-wife throws it in the ocean, I got you." It's like it was written for me. No matter what life throws at you, they've got it covered. Now let's talk about the price. This rifle is 2,000 buckaroonies. I get it, there's sticker shock. When we buy premium guns, we aren't just paying for the parts. We're paying for the experience of the builder, the choices of the engineer, the quality of the materials, and everything that goes along with that. Now, sure, go take a decade like in Bill and Ted, grow a ZZ Top beard. Oops, I got part of that down. Then come back a master rifle builder that can totally take a $400 AR and make it the best thing ever. I believe in you. But for those of us on the backside of the Dunning-Kruger curve, it's not that easy. Okay. Now, I used to be the biggest advocate of just as good, and I still think that it's fine for fun. But doing this for over a decade now and seeing guns break in the strangest ways all the time, I no longer rely on just as good when it comes to defensive firearms. Now, let's break it down. Shut up. The pros. Reliability. Every single detail has been meticulously thought of and manufactured. Smoothness. Every single person that has shot it agrees that it's special. There's something different about the whole package. In fact, it's one of the greatest things about it. In the time that I've had it, I had almost everyone I know shoot it. I brought it to Rocky Mountain Range Day and had a bunch of content creators shoot it. All of my friends have shot it, and they all remark about how smooth it is. Accuracy. Like I said earlier, most accurate AR I own out of the box. Transparency. There's articles on their website that describe every choice they made and why. And even if you're not interested in the rifle, you should go read through their articles and get some learning on. It's honestly like a master class in how to build ARs. Technology. Every part of this gun that I look at has been obsessed over with modern processes applied. What would Stoner do? Well, he'd never build this rifle. The military would never pay for it, but they would be better off with it. The cons. The finish has a bit of Satan. I mean satin, but I also don't mind it at all. I like it. And also, if you don't like the finish, like if you ever heard of spray paint, idiot, it is a newer company, founded in 2019, and that is important for warranty considerations. And price. A rifle with this much care is pricey, and I get it. I do. I would buy this gun. I would spend my money on this gun, and after spending so much time shooting it, it's become a very easy choice and probably my favorite rifle. I get lots of guns sent to me, and I review them on this channel all the time, so click right here to see some more.